Very good morning to you, and thanks for joining us for the front page review on Voice of the People 90.3 FM. My name is Nyamgul Agaji. Today is the 14th day of May 2026. That means that we are almost in the middle of the month. In fact, we are in the middle of the month, May 2026. So what's trending today? What's on the headlines this morning? Let's try to discuss them, and we'll begin by joining Rufai Hussaini to give us his thoughts on the headlines this morning. Good morning, Rufai, and welcome to Front Page Review.
Morning, my brother Yango.
Okay, so
bless
you too. Where are we starting today? I just wonder.
Yango.
Maybe you're going for the World Cup, right? Because the visa policy for World Cup has been relaxed by the US.
And how would you know relax so that people are not coming? There's a popular song in Ibadan, your state.
Yeah.
That goes this way. We're laughing, we're what it means is now madness in the East take cure madness. This is the numbers are falling.
Yeah.
Is the only that one they relax? You know, they also relax the visa policy for what's it called? For doctors and all of that.
Yes.
Because they are beginning to see shortage of doctors in America. So you see, so Trump self getting medicine. So he tell you, they're not they tell you person.
Okay.
Couple of things. You can see the way the APC governor's forum is falling apart like a pack of cards.
Yeah.
See that revelation. EFC has now picked up somebody in connection with the 800 million. I mean, 800 million. And wanted to share for elections. A government official, I think, in the Energy Commission.
Yes.
And you wonder, you see the level of corruption, you see what they are doing with your money, Nigerians. You see what they are doing with your future. You see how they are sharing the money to now come to give to you to vote for them again. You see life, Nigerians. Anyway, these are still allegations. We'll look at it. But this matter is surfacing again. You see that since the time the Will newspaper broke that story, they've not been able to refute it. And you see, they can't refute it. When you know you are right, just like yesterday, one senator that is shouting my name everywhere now, my dearest senator, Senator Shomole. You see, when I hit people with empirical facts, that's why they fear. When I say Ramaphosa has divested his MTN shares many years ago, Google it, is an empirical fact. He had shares there before through his investment company, but he's divested. It's an empirical. So when Oshomole is saying that Ramaphosa has shares there, and I say it's not true, it's not correct, and you see him react to me, you know, we will deal with facts. There used to be a pastor of mine many years ago, Pastor Femi Emmanuel in Ibadan, that will say facts make you fat. It makes you bold. Facts make you fat. You become bold when you have facts. You know, when I said this thing yesterday, and I made the argument that based on logical reason, you can't say that you should nationalize shares. You can see everybody is beginning to talk and say, Rufai, you made sense. But you see, a lot of Nigerians, because they have been oppressed, depressed, deformed by these same politicians, when these same politicians come to make populist statements, they don't verify and fact check, and that's why they deceive millions of you. Has he been able to reply me? Because this is what he said. He said, oh, Ramaphosa has shares there. That's why when he threatened to nationalize MTN, South Africa started panicking because Ramaphosa has shares there. Have I not debunked it that Ramaphosa does not own shares there? Is that not fake news? Is that not disinformation? Yango?
I wonder who will hold them accountable, because...
Oh, no. And that's why when they are also quick to blame the media, are we not calling out their fake news now? Are we not calling out their... You know, because what he said could be termed as very inciting.
Yeah.
To the president of another country. And you try to put him in the middle of things and say, oh, he owns shares there. And you incite when you don't have the facts, when this man has divested. Yango, anything I tell you, go and fact check. I'm not part of those that will say you that anything I tell you is law. Fact check me. Yango, fact check me. Fact check me. But just like the man that was arguing blindly about what is it called the other day, foreign reserve. Was I not correct? Was he not wrong? Eh? When you now give them the fact, and they will not be running around like a bulu. And I said, it's true that. Just like after I gave them the fact, he said, no. People will now go and refer to a 2012 report that Ramaphosa bought 30% shares. His holding company bought shares of 200 something million MTN. What happened in 2012? Has he not divested today? Divested. That's why we say, Yango, we are speaking the truth for posterity. We're not speaking the truth to gain fans and followers. It's not because you see, the admiration of man is fickle. I'm not here to tell you what you want to hear. I'm here to tell you the truth that will stand the test of time. The admiration of man is fickle. The day you are telling somebody what they want to hear today, the day you tell them what they don't want to hear any longer, you are the enemy.
Yeah.
But me, I'm telling you what will stand the test of time. Just like I am telling you that our war against security is very bad because we keep killing civilians like we did in Zamfara. And the military should take account for those lives being lost. Amnesty International has brought out a report. The military should take account and accountability. You can't fight insecurity by killing people, civilians. You are fighting to protect. Those are the fact that we kept on telling them the truth that the so-called Buhari that they was fighting corruption. Is it not under him now that they've jailed the minister for 75 years for corrupt money? That minister then, Saleh, he tried to run for governorship. Is it not in this country? He's now trying to run for governorship after a case of certificate forgery and all of that.
Now it's not a case anymore, certificate forgery, because certificate forgery is no longer a cause for concern now.
So look at it. And you see some people screaming and putting forward. You can see life, and that's why I say all politicians are just moving to special purpose vehicles. The same energy that ran under APC before. He wants to run on PDP now. Umba was in PDP, has left PDP, has gone to APC. You can see them.
But this is 33 point something billion that someone has been jailed for 75 years. Yet someone who is accused of 110.4 billion or so is running for Senate. He has bought the form for Senate.
Anyway, anytime I say it now, Adams or Shomole will say he didn't say that. But the video evidence is there because I talk with facts. Somebody once said, once you join APC, your sins are forgiven. If Adams or Shomole did that, he will go and say, no, I didn't say that. I was making context matters. I was making an allusion to somebody. I was there in the crowd that day. It's not, I didn't say if you join APC, your sins are forgiven. I was talking about somebody. But I state facts. I don't state sentiments. I state emotions.
I mean,
I don't state emotions.
110 billion. Buying luxury properties here and there.
Is he only that one? Why are you even surprised? Didn't that's 110 billion. They released him so quickly. They even said like Air Rufai, they've not been able to break.
El-Rufai is still in purgatory until he is able to move to the heaven of APC.
You can see criminal justice system in Nigeria.
It's funny sometimes when you just look at things. And it takes the foreign bodies to talk to us about things happening here. Amnesty International said 100 people were killed. IMF now is exposing Nigeria's budgeting gaps as execution crisis deepens. That's the story today that I just saw.
No, Yangol, I want you to read that IMF story so that Nigerians will hear, so that they will not say it's Rufai again. Just please explain that story more to our audience.
Yeah. Let me try to get it
Please
out.
open it and read it so that when I say it now, they will not say it's Rufai you.
Okay, about the IMF story. I'm trying to get this
You know, when
out.
Rufai talk some things now, they say, oh, it's Rufai. So that you will let it, at least they will see it's young God that read it. We are reading now.
It shouldn't be. It shouldn't be Rufai.
I know so that they will not see it's me. Because if I say that, if I talk about that story now, they say, ah, it's fine now.
That
Like it changes the facts.
yeah. Context matters. Okay. It's on the Guardian newspaper actually, and they say a new International Monetary Fund IMF report released yesterday warned that weak budget credibility is undermining macroeconomic stability across sub-Saharan Africa, eroding public trust and weakening long-term development outcomes. The warning comes on the heels of rising concerns over Nigeria's persistent circle of opaque budget administration, spurious benchmark, overlapping execution and revenue shortfalls challenges that seek to undermine budgeting as a fiscal control tool. At the federal level, the culture of budgeting as it was known is dying, giving way to unappropriated spending, multiple budget execution, undefined budgeting cycle, among others. So
You can see
that's
what
from IMF. Yeah.
So I thank God is young God already. Unappropriated budget spending.
Yes.
Look at the scandal of this 800 billion that people have the nerve of Nigeria's money. I think this aside for the elections. Look at that. Thanks to the Will newspaper that broke that story. So look at that one. While you are saying there's no money to do your to fix budget, healthcare, for instance, capital budget was supposed to be over 200 something billion.
Yeah.
They only give 36 billion. You say you don't have money, but at the same time, you can keep about 800 billion that wanted to be shared or was roving around the governors for elections. Then you now go one step further. They are going to borrow. Some projects are getting accelerated hearing. Indigenous contractors are protesting, oh, we don't have money, we don't have money, we don't have money. If it's anyone that has to do with Oluwasha Guri now, we are quick to get loan.
That's why Agbakoba is warning that Nigeria's debt may hit 200 trillion naira. You know,
there's no time it's not going to hit 200 trillion.
So
we are quick to get loan. Coastal Road, oh, you want to take loan to do it. What's it called? Port, oh, poof, we've gone to London, loan, back on, do it. At crazy rates. So when we say these things now, they say, oh, I say useless person. That boy is useless. It doesn't even say anything good in the government. Please, they should fact check me. All these things I'm saying, is it true or false? Did ITP and its associate company, did we see a competitive bidding process for the coastal? Did we see? Have we seen the effect of what the loans are being used for? The money they say, okay, subsidy removal savings, have we seen what is being used for?
in the meantime, presidential fleet alone, the operations of presidential fleet, according to the report this morning, 4.24 billion naira was spent in 6 months in last year. We haven't heard about what has happened till now, the kind of money that has gone there.
Presidential fleet takes priority now. Papa, we have to travel. Like for a couple of days now, you've been out of the country from France to Kenya to Rwanda. Have you?
I mean, if we spend 4.24 billion in 6 months for presidential
when they now go out, they will now sit with the investment bankers that some of them you can reach via Zoom. They will now say they will not take pictures or say they are working. After sitting with them, when we ask them, where is the investment now? They will say we should stop talking that our mouth is like a speech. And a lot of people will refine what has this government done right. Yes, they've done something right, but there's not a lot of things they've done. Yeah, okay, students loan, let's give it right. Coastal road, what's the cost per kilometer? What's the transparency of the project? Other things they do, what's the transparency? The forex situation, we are seeing a very bad forex situation because of the war, that's what's happening. They're defending everything.
Yeah, if we talk about things that have been done right,
What's the state of the healthcare center? The best that would have. Minister of Education was saying the other day that things are not so good that people are staying back in Nigerian universities. Go to a Nigerian university, average Nigerian university, and tell me what you say.
doing things right. I think I liked the story I saw on about Lagos State. Lagos State government provides 900 million naira grants to 155 researchers, startups for innovation, and I think that is good if it's implemented correctly.
So that
Yeah,
until implemented correct.
yeah. At le-
So I will also want Lagos State to have an independent assessment for implementation. If that independent assessment for implementation report comes out, so you praise them. But if you don't have if it's just, there are many announcements that can be audio. If you don't have an independent assessment that comes out clear, then there's nothing I can say about it. But kudos for the announcement. You know, announcement in Nigeria is different. Implementation of projects is different. There's a difference between announcements and just like when President Tinubu announced subsidy, no, subsidy didn't go now. We still pay subsidy for over a year. I mean, yeah, we're still paying subsidy. So now 2024 is now came and say officially remove subsidy. Alright? Anything they remove small, the song was stated. Announcement is a smooth step. This is a country that the essence has no part of. We don't tell ourselves the essence, the form. You see what? Sort of like a gadget, a sentiment.
yeah, but
That's what we
yeah, they said they had already
But
provided
the-
this.
the national spirits, the collective ambience of what a great country has been lost in the shackles and the irreparable abyss of moral turpitude and corruption. We have lost the grains of what it means to be a nation. And you see, all of these things you are hearing every day are just showing symptoms of a nation that is wallowing in an abyss of moral turpitude and illogicality. That's what you are seeing. That monies that are supposed to be used for people, governors, they are hearing a scandal of 800 billion being shared. Governors coming to out to deny and say it's not happening. So that's what it means. I know some people say, oh, politics, it should be this. Yes, there's always no, politics should be decent. It can be different.
Yeah,
And there are people that can make this decent. You see, all of this that Nigerians are trying today, the day Nigerians see a good leader that truly cares, the nation will take off. You know why I have not given hope on Nigeria? Nigerians are very impressionable. All these people that have learned not to trust and believe in this country, when they see good leadership, it will bounce back. Yeah.
well, they've made it such that in the next election cycle, there may be more problems than we anticipated. Right now, the APC seems to have some kind of implosion. There are complaints here and there about imposition of consensus candidates on the people. A Guba aspirant up north is saying it will tear them apart. You know, your APC stakeholders are warning against imposition. And now that the screening is over, there's a big row and defections, violence, fears over primaries, and all that.
Oh,
So
so
within the
didn't they know
same
that
party.
when they were going to join the APC, didn't they know there was going to be Professor Easy? I mean, for all of those that are complaining. Anyway, they have a right to complain, but they should also know what they bargained for. You cannot get fairness from a system that doesn't breed fairness. Pure and simple.
And
You cannot get fairness from a system that doesn't breed
they're the
fairness.
same people who give voice to agreement is agreement in things that happen, like in Rivers, for instance. So why are you reneging on the agreements that you've had?
If you remember, there was a certain song by Nkemowo, the popular song.
Yes.
Agreement is agreement,
Agreement is
you.
agreement.
It don't reach you for settlement. You can't dey tell me nonsense. Agreement is agreement, you.
Yeah.
Agreement is agreement, you. It don't reach you for settlement. You can't dey tell me nonsense. Agreement is agreement, but
Yeah.
the question you should ask us, all of us, is, as we even speak for these people, they should have seen it coming. That this was the modus operandi. One man wants to control everything. You are talking about it. When one man was telling you that he was the one that bought forms for most of the people in Rivers, did you forget that? That's why I keep saying, if good leadership comes in to become the other, a good leadership that can create a breed without greed, there will be so much to eat for Nigerians. There will be so much to benefit. Because I tell all those people that are looting the money, in the end, they will still die and leave the money.
Talking about agreement, there was an agreement between Dangote and the NNPC. They bought some shares, and they wanted to buy. They were supposed to buy and get to 20% of these shares at a particular time. They reneged on this agreement. They didn't buy it, and they have now come to say, okay, we are ready now to buy. And Dangote has said no. He rejected their offer to buy, and they're saying that now we are ready to go public so that Nigerian people can enjoy.
Simplicity.
Simple. So why in the first place did NNPC renege on the agreements in the first place?
We all know the politics the NNPC administration then made. We all know. After they paid some part of it and they started to renege on the other part, we all know the politics that they made. So we all know what happened. Now this country will do, we know wrong. When you know that that kind of thing happened and they renege on the agreement, it is not out of place for them to say, I'm not selling again. You know why? Because the valuation of what is even going to sell has gone up. When NNPC bought shares then, it was still around the proof of concept phase. It was an early mover. That's why a nation loses opportunity. But guess what NNPC now did? They now carried that 3 billion to go and put in their moribund
refinery.
They are going to sign partnership with China.
Nigeria, interesting place. Anyway,
Yeah, because that partnership with Chinese people have for a refinery that they are fixed. That we're not even talking about how much they have spent. And the people that did that in the cross country. So they've moved on. Life goes on. So Nigeria is a very interesting country.
anyway,
There are some people that it is only Nigeria they can thrive. If not for Nigeria.
we
Can't make anything out of it. Like, the country is so corrupt. System are so corrupt. Accountability is so faltered in the sense that if you can just even exchange something or the powers that be are on your side, it's like you've done nothing wrong. Are you
well,
surprised? Was this not the same country where Chairman was saying, if I don't get Yaya Bello down, I will lose my job. I will resign.
I will resign. Yeah, he has still not resigned.
Still, I
Maybe
think
he's still
if you ask
pursuing.
EFCC today, they will tell you the case is in court. You said we are not prosecuting him. And in the end, they will come and tell you of my brother.
Behind, that's the thing. They will tell you that behind, but in front of the cameras, they will be talking something else. behind they know the reality and they will not say it. Why don't we have integrity? We'll still continue to pray for the families of people who lose their loved ones, the families of the people that die, especially in Plateau State, because it seems as if just to show the president that he has no power, they kill almost on daily basis. In fact, this morning also we know that a pregnant woman and her husband was killed as well in Plateau. Every day or every other day we hear of killings in Plateau where the president went and said, I promise you it will never happen again. And Plateau is still promising the president millions and millions upon
yes.
the coming of
You remember that
2027.
time that when the governor said that they want to join center to solve all the problem. Now they
Yes.
joined the center, the killing has continued, they solve all the problem. You can see their life on the veranda.
It's terrible. It's terrible.
Don't worry. That's how they are. At least they will collect money that they will share out of the money that they are talking about. Nigeria. If they explain Nigeria to you and you understand it, it's either you have a very high understanding of.
You're colomental.
You see, my brother Yango, all of this, it's just a country that is bereft of accountability. We can't have good leaders. See, you don't need more than 4 years to stamp authority as a good leader.
Yeah.
You don't need more than 4 years to stamp authority as a good leader. You don't need more than 4 years to stamp authority as a good leader. See one of them crying around now that they want to come back. What did they do for the people? In fact, I've come to realize that the things I've even done for people in my own community is more than the same elected politicians what they've done.
And
more than the elected politicians.
And you're a threat even though you don't want political office. I've had that experience myself and it was really terrible.
You see, the first time I started building library and everything, the people came to us, do you want to, is this politics? I said, get out. I said, what politics? I said, I want to impact people's life. I said, what politics? I said, I'm following legacies. During the military regime, my father was the councillor of the whole of the Togo town. We provided water. I've told the story here many times now. We ensured that there was the generator in the waterworks was working, was a Rolls-Royce engine. My father being an engineer ensured that it's constantly serviced so that they can pump water to the village, pipe on water. Today you hardly have that. No pipe on water.
A councillor.
Yeah. During it was also supervisor for agric in the local government. So I saw service firsthand. I don't know if then Odubu had a poultry. My father will ensure that we had eggs, we go and sell and make revenue for the local governments. We had a piggery. It was go and sell, make revenue for the local governments. I was also supervisor for works, fill up roads. So I saw what basic grassroots leadership means. So all I just did was to continue the legacy of my father and say, okay, there's a need for a library. In my village, there are 2 libraries, Yanko. Ask me who built the first one. Ask me.
Was it your father?
No, ask me who built
the first one.
Oladipo, Lieutenant General Oladipo Dia, Nigeria's second in command, built the first one. Ask me who built the second one.
Yeah, who did?
Rufai Oluwaseun Osei built the second one.
Interesting. Dia built the first one.
Yes, that was the first private library.
And then Dia, is he from your community?
Yes, from Odogbolu, Ogun State. He went to Odogbolu Grammar School. Was second in command to Abacha.
Okay.
Yeah, Oladipo Dia. I built the second one because I looked at how can we encourage the young ones. Have a yearly debates. Building is one thing, curating a yearly debate like we had this year. Curating a yearly debate where youngsters can have intellectual discourse back and forth. That's what can build society. Then also set up a small scholarship scheme for them. I didn't only do that. I looked at the local government chairman today, who is dear son. I said, I can introduce you to 1 or 2 people that will bring opportunities your way. I don't need to come and start saying all of this. That's my own commitment. I don't do politics. I don't go and I don't care. I mean, when the community didn't have power for so many months, I facilitated with my contacts in PHA and I said, okay, help them do it. The local government chairman followed up on it. I've done my own and I've moved on. It doesn't take a lot to be a good leader and an impactful leader.
Nigerians don't even ask for much.
When you love people, I used to say something. I say, Ife Ororo, love is not tedious. If you love people, you will do for them easily. Love is not tedious. So, I don't need to, before I do those things for people in my community. I get messages from time to, oh, this person might not finish school, they are indigent and everything, raise money, something. I don't need to. Yeah, in fact, Yango, when you know you're doing good, you forget so many things you have done. Yeah. So sometimes when I'm replacing and people remind me, oh, Rufa, you did this. I'm like, oh, I'll give you an instance. There's a center now that is run by a friend of mine, Shongote Dokuva, that they teach women arts and crafts. And if you are listening to us in the Shongote area, you can go there. I will get the address one of these days. You can go there to learn arts and crafts and get better and get a skill. My friend one day that runs that center, 2 days ago, I had not seen her in 2 years, her and her husband. 2 days ago when I went to see her, she was reminding me that I was the one that gave her the first seed to start the renovation of that place. It was her mother's building. That I was the one that gave her the first seed money to start the renovation of that place. So she was not saying, Rufai, the seed you planted has now become a lovely arts and craft center that we're using to empower women. Yango, I had forgotten. Yango, there's an Egyptian adage that says, do a good deed and throw it into the sea. That's my philosophy. If only we can have people in leadership that can think of doing good deeds. And I mean, people talk about free education today. A lot of people do not know how much it costs Awolowo to give free education in the Western region. It cost him about 1/3 of the budget to give free education. I once met a taxi driver in 2010, and he told me that the only education that he ever got was Awolowo's free education. When did Awolowo die? 1987. When did I meet this taxi driver? 2010. When did Awolowo give the free education? As premier between 1952 to 59. Impact is eternal. That's the way it should be. Yango, I still meet people that tell me about my own father. That Rufai, when your father was supervisor, local government, we used to have water. He ensured that there was water. There's a video making around on on Facebook, where I was talking to somebody in my village that was telling me about my own father. Yango, it's not a big deal. When you love people, you will do for them. Yango, have I not been screaming about our health outreach here on VOP? That let's get doctors, let people see, yours for you is to do it. God is the one to perfect it.
Yeah. True.
Because I've seen the impact on the lives of people. Yango, I've seen people that knew me when I was a child attend my health outreach. Yango, my teachers that taught me in school, in secondary school, they benefit from my health outreach in the village. That is impacts. They come and collect their drugs. My teacher that taught me in school are the ones that help organize my debate programs. That is impact.
All right, Rufai.
So I'm not like somebody that when you ask them who was their teacher in school, they can't show you. My teacher is there.
All right, Rufai. Let me let you go today.
Let's just leave.
Yeah.
What you see? Why am I sermonizing?
Yeah.
The cocoa of my story today is let's just live a life of impacts.
True.
See, my father was not a general manager of many companies. He was an engineer. He worked in GSC. His track record is there.
And there's this pride that, you know, is in you when you know that you can talk about your father, knowing that a lot of people will have good things to say rather than bad things to say. So I wonder what these people who steal our commonwealth, these people who do not care what their names will be like tomorrow just because they want to have money. I wonder what they think, and I wonder what their children think about them. And it just baffles me because I don't know how I will do a thing that tomorrow my children cannot walk into a room and somebody says, "Oh, I knew your father and he was a good man." I just don't know what they feel, how that thinking is. It beats me.
I say when society has lost its fulcrum, money becomes priority. Any society that prioritizes money over value will lose the money, will become poor, and will lose the value. That's what has happened to Nigeria. Yango,
I mean, it's
I
sad.
refer you to a book called Dreams from My Father, written by Barack Hussein Obama in 1995. Before he had just finished his role as one of the first black presidents of the Harvard Law Review. That Barack Hussein Obama later became the first black president of the United States of America. He said that the first time he went into Kenya and he submitted his passport, and the passport officer saw Barack Obama, and he said, "Are you the son of Hussein Barack Obama? Your father was a great man." He said that was the first time his name meant something to him in his life. I paraphrase from the book Dreams of My Father, written by Barack Hussein Obama. Dreams from My Father.
How many politicians' children can say the same about their parents 10 years after they leave office? How many of them even care what people say about them?
And they are not wired for values. That's the problem in society. They are not wired to impact. They are wired to exploit.
Well, let's drop it here, Rufai, for today.
Okay.
Thank you very much for your time. Have a blessed day. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, it's still a front page review, and we just talk with Rufai most of the time. Well, when you hear us talk this way, and when I let Rufai talk this way, it's not because we want to show that Rufai is the best man on earth, but we want to show you that there are individuals who are doing the same things that you think are impossible. And these are people who have not been empowered by state funds, but they can still do things. Everybody in your little corner, I'm sure that all of you are doing some things, even if you think that it's not good enough. A good morning here, a help for an elderly man to cross the road, or elderly woman to cross the road, helping someone carry something to the other place, helping someone pay transport to a particular place. All these things that you're doing in your little corner, this is meant to encourage you to keep going, because at the end of the day you'll find out that what keeps Nigeria going, what oils the wheel of Nigeria, is not 100% the government, but the doings of the people. Maybe 20% comes from the government, but you and I are the ones that make Nigeria great, as at this moment. So whatever you find it in your heart to do, don't think it's too small. And when we've been talking about the fact that we want to do a medical outreach here, we would also like help. We might be talking and we'll get people together, get the doctors and all that, but you might just want to come in and also help us, because when that day comes, people will need to sit, people will need to drink pure water. We are not expected to give them, but if it happens that we have it, it will be an advantage. All we want is for people to be able to have access to doctors, complain to the doctors, this is my ailment. Doctors will advise, doctors will prescribe and all that. We may not give you drugs, even. In fact, we are not giving you drugs, but we will tell you what we are supposed to do for a particular ailment that you have. Eventually, today is Thursday, we are going to have a doctor in the house that will be talking with us and all that. We always have doctor talking with us on Thursday. But these are the kind of things. People send in a lot of messages, a lot of questions to ask about what is ailing them. They don't even care about what the topic for the day is, and it's all right. But we are going to give you the opportunity to sit with doctors, talk with doctors, tell them what in private what your problem is, because so many people cannot go to hospital and buy card and all that before they begin to spend on the drugs. So you need to see a doctor. We're looking at the possibility of doing this in June. So if you know that you can also partner with us, you can come and say, okay, on that day I'm going to provide 100 plastic chairs for people to sit. I'm going to provide canopy for people to sit. I'm going to provide water for people to drink. I'm going to provide some other logistics and all that. You can also partner with us. So let us know so that we know how we are budgeting, what we are removing because someone has taken it up and all that. So if I can do it, you can do it. If I can do it, you can do it, because all of us have this, if you have humanity, then you know that there's something burning in you, and until that burning sensation is satisfied, you may not feel as human as you are. That satisfaction that comes when you are able to pay your children's school fees. It's a responsibility. Money is coming from you, you're spending, but the satisfaction that comes that I've been able to settle that one. I've been able to settle my wife. I've been able to settle my siblings. I've been able to settle this and that. You don't think about what you're spending. You'll think about the fact that you've been able to spend. That's the satisfaction that comes with doing what God has put us in this world to do as humans, to be there for one another. Okay. We've taken so much time that we should have used to talk with Barrister Darlington, but I will still talk with Barrister Darlington, and I will beg him so much to forgive us that it had to take this long before we got to him. So in the meantime, you can continue sending your messages to us so that we can read them out as soon as it is possible. Okay. This is the front page review on Voice of the People 90.3 FM. And then you are our most important guest, and we're hoping that we're going to be able to talk with you. Barrister Darlington, good morning. Sorry we are joining you very late because we took so much time. I apologize to you. Don't be angry with us, please, Barrister Darlington. Good morning.
Yamgo, yes, good morning. How you need to do it? Just give me 1 hour after the remaining hours.
Barrister, calm down, Barrister.
That's the only way to make up.
Oh, we'll do our best. Let's make the best of the time that we have together, Barrister. Okay, the headlines today. I don't even know where to start this morning. Anyway, the court has jailed ex-Power Minister Maman for 75 years, and the sentence is not going to be served concurrently. It is going to be served consecutively. Somebody was asking me, what's the difference between that? So, what's the difference between concurrent service of sentence and the consecutive service of sentence?
It is very simple, Yango. The whole jail term of 75 It is not about one particular judgment or sentence.
Yeah.
There are so many judgments built inside it. So each one carries its own sentence.
Yeah.
So, like, if you are jailed for 2, 3, 4 years, they can say those judgments now, when you put them together, for you to serve 1 year, you are covered the whole of 2, 3, 4 years. Are you getting what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that is what they mean. But that is not even the issue here, Yamgo. I hope Nigerians will listen. That is not the issue. Yamgo, you see this selective judgment. I don't get it. It is not proper. When somebody is in your good book, you select him out for collective punishment, so that you use him to punish your image. So as you go to town now and be celebrating Tinubu because I believe he's fighting corruption, is that not what they are trying to do here? Are you telling me that there are no worse cases than Mama Saleh? Tell me. I mean, worse cases that this government is aware, but they covered it. They are not talking about it. So whenever somebody is in their good book, they use him as a scapegoat. And gullible Nigerians will go to town. Yes, he's fighting corruption. He just somebody 200 years, this and that. Is that how things are done? No, tell me. The 210 trillion naira from NPC, if you consider that money and the 33 billion, which one is bigger? Yambu, which one is bigger? Which one are you supposed to go after? Is it not a human being that took that money from NPCL? Is it spirit? You can see what the probe is going about. They gave them last month. 29th of last month. Nothing happened. They gave them another 30th of this month to come and explain. No. This time around, it is not even EFCC. It is National Assembly. No, tell me. Is Tinubu not supposed to go and look for that money and stop borrowing money up and down? No, tell me now. So I am not amused. The man must have fallen out of favor. That's why they wanted to deal with him. It's as simple as that. 33 billion and Yahya Bello's 80 billion. Which one is bigger?
As at 2026, it's about 110.4 billion. Not even 80.
So what is that? Where is the remaining money?
But he's contesting for reps, the seat of the House of Reps.
Of course. You have forgotten. He's a white lion, no.
Senate. Sorry, not reps, not House of Reps. He's contesting to be a senator. White lion, yeah.
Yes, he wants to contest with Natasha from their own senatorial zone. Yes. And do you want to challenge the white lion? Did you see what he had to after the rhetorics with EFCC? When he came out, he said, "I have told you, I am a white lion. You don't mess up with me." Corruption fighters. Mama Saleh, it's unfortunate you are not in their good book. You should have done the needful, and nobody will hear about this money.
What's the needful?
What are you telling me?
What's the needful?
Join APC. What did you hear? Show me. No, tell me if I'm lying. There are bigger cases than this now. Very bigger cases. Nobody will talk about it though. Whenever you fall out of favor, they will go after you. Whenever you fall out, they will go after you. To make sure that everybody fall in line. And you are telling me you are fighting corruption. Let them name those who took that money for NPC, 210 trillion. 210 trillion naira. Yambu. Yet, nothing has been done, though. Nothing has been said, though. And when you now see people who took granite money and pocket money, you go after them. While leaving the bigger money somewhere. Please.
33 billion. I was just calculating the difference between 33 billion and 110 billion, and then 210 trillion.
10 trillion. Can you imagine? Yambo, can you see the deceit in this administration? So gullible Nigerians, especially APC supporters, yes, we are fighting corruption. Look at you. You can't tell me that. You can't. When you are fighting corruption, I will know. In fact, if you are fighting corruption, all APC leaders should be in jail because their hands have been found out in the cooking jar. Their hands are in the cooking jar of Nigeria. Their hands are there. Go and check. Go and look very well. Inside our treasury, you see APC leaders hands inside that treasury. Can they deny it? The facts are there. I'm not talking of the profligacy. I have told you here, the biggest and surest way to steal money is infrastructure. They will tell you they are doing this. They must tie the money to somewhere. You are building a Lagos-Calabar coastal road. And our money is almost emptied inside there. Is that how to do a project? A project that will cost just 50 billion naira for the what they have done so far. The Minister of Works is telling us, beating his chest, that they spent 1 trillion plus. 1 trillion 50 billion. So where is the trillion going to? I have told you here that world-class engineers have told us that is the most costliest engineering work in the whole world. With all the topography, all the landscaping, everything, they said that money, that project shouldn't have cost that much. But it has been taken. And they are building projects for you. Please.
You have 1 minute remaining.
Okay, this always happens. And then someone said one day that if this can happen to VOP, a big company, what are the people on the street expected to expect? Yeah, if I will use that word, that you're talking and then suddenly you are not able to talk. Okay, Barrister, you have heard. It's unfortunate we cannot continue because of the embarrassing moment we've just received right now. I'd like to beg you that this your 1 hour you're talking about, I'll give you on another day, and then we will talk for, in fact, 1 hour 30 minutes. I promise you I'm going to give you that, but we are not able to continue right now. Thank you for your time. Let me just open the lines for other people to call so that we can continue with the program. Okay, so call us now on 0700 903 903 903, 0700 903 903 903, or 080 3692 9933, 080 3692 9933. Okay, you can also reach us on WhatsApp 081 7175 6338, 081 7175 6338. Let me just point out this. You know, this thing that just happened, our audience will be listening to it, and they heard what's happened. And this is what it is. You budget, maybe like 2 months ago, you budget a particular amount of money. This is what I'm going to use to do XYZ, to subscribe, to load my phone, to top up my phone and all that. And then it takes you for a week. And then you use the same amount, and then it takes you for 2 days or 2.5 days, and you say, let me top up a little bit more, let me make it, let's say you're using 500 naira 2 months ago, and now you've decided that you're going to be using 1,000 naira. 500 naira that took you for 1 week now doesn't take you that much. You double it to 1,000, and then it takes you for maybe 3 days instead of 1 week. Calculation is now very difficult because you don't know what will happen tomorrow. That's what is going on here. And this speaks to what Nigerians are facing right now, because a lot of people, you subscribe, your data that used to take you for a month is now taking you less than a week. That's what is happening. And so before you even know how to calculate and budget your whatever it is to make sure that you have that data for a month, you'll be experimenting and experimenting until when you arrive at a figure that you know this figure will definitely take me to the next month. Before it gets to that next month, you know that things have changed again. That's how bad the inflation in this country is. And so if you are not experiencing it, there are others that are experiencing it, including big companies like ours. And that's why companies are folding up in Nigeria today, because the cost is unbearable. And the cost is not even consistent enough for you to be able to make your budget and not face the kind of embarrassment that we just faced this morning. Okay, callers, now let's just talk and let's see what grounds we can cover from now till 8:20. Let me begin with this call. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Yamgu.
Good morning, my brother.
How are you doing?
I'm fine.
Yamgu, let me tell you what happened yesterday.
Okay. Yeah.
These people are busy looking for investors. The companies are here are folding down. Yamgu, yesterday in our hotel, they brought a bill of 1.2 million naira a month. 1.2 million naira in a hotel. People hardly drink now. People hardly enjoy it now. How do you pay the staff? How do you pay 1.something million? How do you do maintenance in a hotel? Only NEPA bill yesterday, NEPA bill 1.something million for a month. And I'll afford it to you. I'll afford for you to see. Just a month ago. Now they are a thief can never catch a thief. A thief. The woman that painted Ethiopian plane says Nigeria Airways. Where is the woman? Where is she? They went to Ethiopia, carried brush, painted a plane, going to Nigeria, says Nigeria Airways. Where is that woman? Now, where is she? Where is the minister?
It's not a woman. Hadi Sariki or something.
Where is she? Where is she?
Yeah. Good
Where
question.
is the plane? Where is the carrier? Where is the plane? Where are they? Under APC. Under APC. They are fighting corruption. A thief cannot catch a thief. It's not that a thief can never catch a thief. APC came to steal, to kill, and to destroy Nigeria. Or to rise up these people, this cabal in government. What to come tomorrow? We want to watch in today. Have a wonderful day.
You too, have a wonderful day. Good morning, Agaji. Hakim Baba Ahmed said we rejected Peter Obi and Kwankwaso in PRP party. He should just say that they rejected Peter Obi based on religion and ethnicity in the PRP party. And who cares? Because Peter Obi and the great Kwankwaso are in NDC party. They are accepted and they have the capacity to make Nigeria a great country in the future for betterment of Nigerians. This is from Leo from Lagos State. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning to you, my brother.
My name is Innocent. Well done, my brother. Well done.
Thank you.
My name is Innocent. I'm calling from Amu, the first.
Thank you.
Well done. Please, when people is saying they are jail somebody with a something billion, which is fine. The problem is, as the barrister is saying, that many have took what is more than that. Like the former governor of Delta, Ifan Yokowa, them trillion. So all these things, they're supposed to go after those people and get this money. Let us see that they are fighting. Nobody, all these things they are doing is not fighting. If they fight for corruption, we know. Nigerians will know, international community will know, everybody will know. And when the APC governors are somehow accusing or talking about one of their own, which is my governor, Hope Uzodinma, we Imos are wishing them whatever they wish us in Imo, that's what we wish them back. Because when we are crying that this man is like this, they are seeing us. Many people are calling us names. That is fighting for insecurity. That's why we are calling him names. And we telling them that this man is taking our money without account. They say now God have done it to them. They now say he has spent their own 800 whatever billion they are talking and no account. And let us swallow it because we Imos are suffering these things. We have been crying. I have not traveled for how many years this man is in power. Not that I don't have money, not that I don't have the house, not that I don't have a good house, not that I don't have a people that I will go there do what I'm supposed to do with them. But due to the insecurity, the man have kept because of how he entered the Imo State government. And everything is upside down. We cannot go there. When they check your phone and see whatever amount, the police will arrest you or police will beat you or the kidnappers, all these things. They will take you to another destination. That's why we cannot have, not that and now police we supposed to use to go. When we are going, we say, let's take escort. Now the escort have been closed by this current president. So what are we going to do? So what am I saying? That whatever they wish us Imos, we are, thank God, the God Almighty have returned it back to them. Let this man show them what he's showing us. Let their 800 billion is gone, and no accounts, proper accounts. Let's see how let's see how painful it is for somebody to take what belongs to the society. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Innocent. Okay. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Yango.
Good morning, my brother.
My name is Amechi. Yeah, calling from Sangota.
Okay, Amechi, go on.
Yeah, please let me ask you a question. Tell me any or APC senator that is not corrupt.
You ask
Can
me.
you name one?
Now who I go ask? I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
The matter pass you.
Yeah, you pass me, my brother.
Okay. Now, let's be honest. I was arguing with a Yoruba man. That was 2 days ago. He's telling me, did I expect him to vote for Obi? That they know that Obi is the best candidate, but they can never say their own brother. I am telling you nothing but the truth. And he's begging me for money for food. I say, once you cannot vote for Obi, the money is not for you. He said, no, you're just playing. I said, the money is not for you anymore. Somebody who I always take out, we drink together, I pay, we eat, I pay. But I've cancelled it from that day. I didn't think any of my money will go for any of them anymore. Because that sentiment is there. That this one is Igbo, this one is Yoruba, this one is Hausa. You know that this is the right person, but you cannot vote for him. And let me tell you, a friend of mine also told me that they have been sending message for Yoruba people that if you vote for Igbo people, the Southwest will not be fine as it is now. That whenever it will be, if will be elected to be the president of this country, that he's going to open a seaport in the Southeast and the Calabar, then there will be no more development in Yoruba land. Look at the mentality. Do you see the mentality of people that want to change? But I know some people, I said it and I will say it again. Some people are in prison today for NSAS. Some people are dying for NSAS. You know, people must sacrifice. If we can make Nigeria better, many of us will sacrifice our life, and the other people that will be alive will be enjoying it. Thank you. Good morning.
Thank you, and good morning to you too. Well, message or no message to Yoruba or any ethnic group, there are people in Yoruba that if you give them the opportunity, they will vote 1,000 times against the sitting president. So we can't use one person to judge. And most times it comes from people who do not even know better. They're just gullible. And there are a lot of Yoruba people who are informed enough to know the difference between a good leader and just a brother. It takes more than just being a brother to be a good leader, and they know it. So as we get angry with people, let's get angry with them as individuals and not take the entire ethnic group as the ones that are the culprits. And I came to this Lagos. I'm from a minority of the minority of the minority. So if we're talking about marginalization, I already know that maybe in the next 50 years, if things continue like this, in the next 100 years, nobody from where I come from will ever lead Nigeria. So will that make me hate Nigeria? No. What will I be praying for? I'm not praying. I have never prayed that someone from my place becomes president. I pray that a good Nigerian becomes president of Nigeria and make everybody to enjoy being a Nigerian. That is all that matters, because you don't have to be my brother. So many people have benefactors that are not from their ethnic group, let alone being from their bloodline or something. If I'm in Lagos today and I say I have a benefactor, it's an Ijebu man who is a Lagosian by every aspect, but it's an Ijebu man. And if I have a problem in Lagos today, I will run to him. Will I hate him because some of his people are talking the way they are talking? No, I will not, because I've had contact with Yoruba people that are really, really progressive thinking, not those kind of people that you're talking about today. So let's hate them or love them as individuals and not just put everybody in the same mold. Hello, good morning.
Hello, Mr. Yango. Good morning.
Good morning, my brother.
Yes, according to the last brother that just speak now, that's why I want to comment.
Yes.
Because if you watch the Afenifere leader, the Banjo of last memorial of Adebayo,
Yes.
when 2023 election was going on, Adebayo tell Nigeria that Tinubu is not the best guy. It's an Yoruba man, it's the leader of Afenifere.
Yes, exactly.
He tell us that if people go and vote for Bola Tinubu, that we're going to be in the green without first when Nigeria will be stopping it. That was 2023 election.
Yeah.
If you watch the man now, the man have been in the first and Nigeria is stopping it. So election that come in 2027, we should leave sentiment and tribe. Because even if devil comes to contest this election 2027, we will get candidates. So what we are talking about, that we should leave sentiment. Everybody cannot support Tito, everybody cannot support Bola Tinubu, and everybody cannot support Atiku.
True.
So it must be a division. But the majority carry the vote if election should go to free and fair, credible. So we should not bring trap into this election 2027. But if I will bring trap, the Yoruba man say this, Igbo man say, the Hausa man say this, we will bring division between us. So that brother that say it cannot be, there's no how everybody will believe on P2B. There's no how everybody will believe on Atiku. So let everybody choose his choice, and we go to the ballot. I will pray. Election go to be free and fair, and if election go free and fair, the best candidate will see the next people.
May the
Thank
best
you very
candidate
much.
win. Yeah, thank you very much for that. And even when you say things are happening like this, it's the Muslims that are causing it because it was a Muslim ticket. Today, there's going to be a prayer session for the president, who is Muslim, and for the governorship hopeful for Lagos State, who is also a Muslim, and it is going to be carried out by the Christians, not Muslims. So if you say Muslims are supporting the president because they are Muslims, they're supporting governors because they are Muslims and all that. So what happened? These are not the unknown bishops that we had in 2023. These are known people, clerics in the Christian faith, that are going to organize this prayer session specifically for the president and the deputy governor of Lagos, who is an aspirant for the governorship in 2027. They're both Muslims, supported and prayed for by the Christians. The Muslims didn't even think about that. It's the Christians that thought about it. And expected in that prayer summit also is going to be the vice president, Shetima, who is also a Muslim. But this is done by the Christians. You see what we are talking about? So you cannot say it's because of ethnicity, religion. Somebody who has decided to do whatever he wants to do will do it, no matter where he comes from, no matter what he's doing. And there are people who are die-hard fans of the president that are not Yorubas. So let's, like I said, deal with these people individually and not call tribe or religion even into it. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning to you.
Yeah, it's very, very unfortunate our country is moving in this trajectory the way it's moving. Now, when I heard about that corruption charges yesterday and trial and judgment and everything, I couldn't celebrate it. I was not happy about it. I was not happy to talk about it. Not like I was angry that somebody was jailed or sentenced, something like that. But we have a lot of corrupt activities ongoing in the recent administration in the regime now, and nothing is done about it. Everybody does what they want to do and go away with it. Over inflation of price of projects, we heard about the International Conference of Abuja was renovated with 10 billion naira. Mr. Yango, I mean, they told us that Aso Villa is going to be empowered with
solar.
It's going to be empowered solar for 10 billion naira. Where is that done? 10 billion? Can 10 billion not give you Abuja line, electricity, energy? Sorry, I'm used to calling from my papa, so I couldn't tell you my name first.
Go on, please.
So it's very, very unfortunate that we are having this kind of country where politicians don't think outside themselves. All they think is within themselves and what they will grab at that time. Yaya Bello is going up and down, living his normal life. Upon everything he did as a governor of Kogi State. Look at Uzodinma. Look at what is happening there. Look at what is happening in the governor forum. See, sometimes when I look at the situation and things happening here, I will compare ourselves with the international community, civilized states. Now Articles is trying to go to Washington, White House, to dialogue with Americans, to put them on the ground and let them know what's happening. Tinubu is doing the same thing, traveling everywhere now. Yesterday, Esther said, the president, Tinubu want to do something here. He was trying to get a recognition from Washington. Mr. Yang, when I heard that statement and the analysis, I was very angry. Do you know why? Now, what recognition do you need if your country is sound? It shows that we don't have any economic relevance, technology relevance, and political relevance in the Committee of Nations. Egypt, Morocco, Mauritius, Algeria, do they need any recognition from Washington or White House or any superpowers? What about Vietnam? After Vietnam, Americans destroyed everything, they left. Vietnam today, they've grown, they've built, they reconstruct and construct their country. Today is a hub of economy and high tech. Americans investors, they are going there. Everybody wants to invest in Vietnam. But yet, US did everything to make sure their political ally globally, but they refuse to align. And nobody wants to recognize anybody. We are looking for this recognition because we don't have any relevance and any value. That is why we are like that. So it means you are eating from hand to mouth. Mr. Yango. So the thing is very, very tiring. I'm ashamed.
It is.
We want to do election. We go to Chatham House, to sit in Chatham House, and be telling the world what we want to do. Does South Africa do the same thing? Why should we go there and be discussing our future with the people of Britain? Do they do the same in South Africa? Do they do the same thing, Mr. Yango? Are we not ashamed in this part of the world? They travel over to the teachings that are happening there. They see everything, yet they cannot replicate the same thing back home here. Why are we like this? Why are we like this as the people? Are we not ashamed? We are looking for recognition from Washington, White House. So if they don't recognize you, you will not be anything. You cannot do anything. You cannot move forward because you don't have political relevance. Mr. Yango.
Thank you, Jay. Thank you. Have a blessed day. Okay, well, this is our country until we start we start doing what we are supposed to do. We'll always be complaining. But you know, sometimes some people can only talk. Like us now, we can only talk. And our talk also is entering them well. That's how Nigerians will say it. Our talk, they hear us every day that we talk, yes. So don't think that is for naught. Whatever you're talking, they hear it, and we're hoping that one day, and we've been seeing changes that come because people are talking. It may not be everything, but we are getting some wins every now and again. So continue talking and not be tired. I would continue to remind and appeal to our amiable governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu that the ongoing Ijegun-Ijegamo road construction is at 95% completion stage. Maybe he should please mandate the site engineer in charge of the road construction project that a deep ditch that had been dug in front of Lots of Glory School but left unfinished or covered during the construction of drainages by Ogoluwa Street via Ojodo bus stop along Ijegamo Road. The deep ditch has become habitat for dangerous reptiles like snakes, etc. It's also dangerous for passers-by because anyone that falls into the ditch will only take the grace of God to survive. It's pertinent to also state that erosion during rainy season that may likely come from the ditch left unclosed will affect the foundation of the school building. I therefore call on our governor to kindly tell the site engineer to mandate workers at the site to, as a matter of urgency, speed up work on the above-mentioned spot located before Ogoluwa Street via Ojodo bus stop. The people living in the Jagama community appreciate the efforts of the governor and deputy governor for making the road construction to become a reality. Finally, the road from Jakande Gate, Ijegun, but going to MRS filling station, which is left undone after the contractor had done a fantastic job going to Okeo Alpha and Kwako roundabout, is also needs urgent attention. The bad portions on both sides of the road are causing heavy gridlock and damaging vehicles. Wow, God bless Nigeria. Temitope Anotoye from Ijegamo community said this. We also have Mazio Gochuku is saying, Mr. President telling us that he will be servicing loan he borrowed with $11.6 billion annually is a red signal to our economy. Please, we should allow competent people to take over leadership seats in the country to see how we will salvage the problem. Our politicians should think about legacy they will leave behind after their tenure. Please, free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Okay, thank you for that. Good morning, VOP family. We deceive ourselves too much in this country. How about the case of Yahya Bello? The former Minister of Power has just been jailed for 75 years. Why is court delaying the case of Yahya Bello case judgment? Now APC has sold form for him to contest senatorial seat. It is unfortunate. I don't know why Fubara is afraid of decamping from APC. My advice to him is he should better act fast before it is too late for him when it is all over. Benjamin from Shogunle. And we also have this one saying, a judge sat down with a case file for about 7 good years and finally sentenced the defendant to 75 years in prison in absentia. And we are celebrating who's defending the minister and what happened to the right of fair hearing. So we should expect Yahya Bello's court case to be determined by 2033. This is from Francis Command Ikbaja. Good morning. Okay, please work on it. Azubike from Ijegun. Okay, sorry, I apologize for that. He's saying that while Rufai was talking, a lot of people couldn't hear him well. Sorry about that. It was quite clear from where we sat, and I don't know. We'll look into it. Good morning, Yamgul. What is happening in APC is politics, which is normal. It will be resolved through negotiation. Let's wait for what will happen in other parties and how it will be resolved. This is from Olumba. I wish that they didn't make that law that if you are aggrieved, you cannot move to another party when the deadline finishes, because a lot of things would have happened by now. And because these people cannot move, it will be like someone pushed to the wall. I wonder, maybe the fight will even be worse than they thought when they were trying to curb this movement from party to party because of grievances. We hope that there will be no problems that will involve other people on the streets. This one is saying, good morning, Yamgul. You don't read my message again. Who is this? The only things this government has done right include slaughtering of innocent Nigerians, constantly borrowing of loans, refusing to bring to book those who have stolen our resources, and even allowing them to buy tickets for elective positions, hunger and severe hardship, pocketing all the institutions, and a lot more. If care is not taken, slavery will be inevitable. This is Chude from Ayetoro. Chude, you say I don't read your messages? Sorry about that. It's not intentional. And morning, Stevie Kelu from Maryland is saying Fubara was quoted to have maintained that he has no plans to leave APC. This is a wise decision, at least for now. We wish him well as he battles for his second term in office. It's a big joke, a 2027 campaign strategy until the likes of Yahya Bello and others in APC are brought to book. The man jailed for 75 years remains a mere political prosecution. I rest my case. Please throw more light on digital switch over. What exactly does it mean? Many thanks. Digital switch over is all communication houses, media houses, and whatever it is, will switch from analog broadcast to digital. Some stations are still doing analog, and there's going to be uniformity in the technology driven industry. It's going to be a technology driven industry. It's going to be a digitally driven industry, and the federal government has fixed June 17, 2026 for that nationwide digital switch over rollout. And this is finally happening from June 17, 2026, with officials describing it as a breakthrough for the country's broadcasting industry. And that message was brought to us by the by the Minister of Communication. He said the Nigerian Communication Satellite Limited headquarters in Abuja. He said this at that point, and he said that the initiative would transform broadcasting, advertising, and television viewership across Nigeria and sub-Saharan region. He also noted that Nigerians had waited for years for this transition from analog to digital broadcasting, adding that the process was now complete and ready for commissioning on June 17. And kudos to that. It's going to be really, really awesome for both the audience and the broadcast stations. According to the minister, the project will provide improved audience measurement for broadcasters and advertisers, enabling them to determine viewing patterns and make informed advertising decisions. So there's so many things. When we go digital, it will be an advantage to all of us. But see how short time is. We spoke for a very long time, and now there's no more time. Please permit me to leave the scene at this moment, and I'll be back by 10:30. And when I come back, it's going to be the brunch. Today we'll talk with a doctor. Whatever your health concerns are, please try to just send us messages when the time comes. We'll be talking with Dr. Charles Adeogun today, as usual, and we'll be addressing your health issues. For now, I'd like to take a bow and thank you for your time. My name is Nyamgul Agaji.
Good day, listeners, and welcome to once more an Enlightenment Empowerment Program. We have in the studio Mr. Femi from the Vision Business Hub. Mr. Femi, you're welcome to the studio.
Thank you.
Now, Mr. Femi, a lot of people want to know what this Vision Business Hub is all about. Right now, we heard that you are running a program called Become More. Can you just tell us what it's all about?
Okay, the Vision Business Hub, organizers of Become More campaign, is an international business partnership organization that partners with smart and forward-thinking Nigerians to help them raise capital for their businesses or projects. Now, the watchword there is raised. We help raise the funds you need to start a business without borrowing money from anybody over a period of time. Now, since 2016, the Business Development Assistance Program of the Vision Business Hub has been helping people build their businesses by providing them a real-life functional roadmap that help them raise business capital. Now, we know that having a capital to start a business is not just enough. As such, the Vision Business Hub International provides you with a 12-month mentorship program where a team of mastermind mentors and business experts of the Vision Business Hub will work with you, advise you, and mentor you for a full 12 months to ensure your business is successful. And the Vision Business Hub renders these services completely free of charge. So what we do is that we don't just help you raise the money you need to start your business or project, we also mentor you and ensure that the business or project you just started becomes very successful.
Now, what are the categories of people you engage with, and how can they contact the Vision Business Hub organizers of Project Become More?
Okay, I'm going to list the category of people based on the kind of problem we can help them solve. So the people we are looking at are the following category. Category 1 is, do you have a plan to start up a business? Pick up your phone and text YES to the Vision Business Hub. Do you have a business that needs money to expand? Pick up your phone and send YES to Vision Business Hub. Do you need to raise money to pay fees for your children? Pick up your phone and send YES to the Vision Business Hub. Do you need to raise money to pay your rent? Pick up your phone and send YES to the Vision Business Hub. Do you need to raise capital for whatever smart projects you have in mind? What are projects you want to do and you have had it in mind for years and you don't know how to raise the funds? Pick up your phone and send YES, because the Vision Business Hub has a functional working plan on ground that will help you raise the fund you need in the period of time you choose. So we challenge you to deal with your cash flow problems today by letting the Vision Business Hub help you today. We will provide this service free of charge to the first 30 people to send yes to us from this program. If you are not among the first 30 people that send yes to us, you will have to pay a fee of 20,000 naira. But if you are among the first 30 people that send yes, the business experts of the Vision Business Hub will talk to you free of charge. The consultant of the Vision Business Hub will be on ground to discuss with a limited number of people who we will assist in raising capital. Now, we intend to only select only 30 people from this particular program you're listening to right now. If you are with your phone, get ready to text yes to the number I'm going to be calling in a short while. So don't just sit down there hoping that your life will get better. Know this, hope is not a business strategy. The moment you sit there hoping your life will get better, you are wasting precious time. Hope is not a what? Business strategy. Talk to us today and be among the first 30 people to benefit from this Business Development Assistance Program of the Vision Business Hub. So if you like us to help you raise the funds you need for your project or business, send YES to
080-374-375-89.
If you really need financial assistance to start a business, pick up your phone and send YES to
080-374-375-89.
I'll call the number again.
080-374-375-89.
The consultant of the Vision Business Hub are on ground to assist you in raising capital for your business or project. All you need to do is to be among the first 30 people to send YES to
080-374-375-89.
Our expert will give you a call, schedule a meeting for you, and from there we'll take it on and help you raise the money to set up that your dream business.
Thank you, Mr. Femi, for sharing this business opportunity with us.
Thank you for having me.
Voice of the people, find your brand, find your voice.
Nigeria, with its complex political atmosphere, divergent views and discordant views, better still, coming with bass bows. Only one question matters: who really has the best candidate? Something is here. 5 political camps, 1 stage, no filters. Join us in this clash as supporters of Bola Ahmed Tinubu, Peter Obi, Atiku Abubakar, Omoyele Sowore, and Adewale Adebayo go head to head in no holds barred town hall debate. No script, just raw, unfiltered conversation. This is more than politics. This is where opinions clash, facts are tested, and the truth fights to be heard. Happening live on May 22nd by 11 a.m. at Golden Tulip Terrace Hall, Ihoka Tower, 36 International Airport Road, Lagos. Don't miss it. Watch live on YouTube at VOPTV. Set your reminder, subscribe, join the conversation. My candidate is the best, or is it?
Voice of the people, find your brand, find your voice.